Hello! Welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be reviewing WWE Friday Night Smackdown 29th of November 2019. We kick off the show with Roman Reigns making his way to the ring. He said it's a day late, but in his household, if you have leftovers in the fridge, it's still Thanksgiving. It means three things: family, good health and happiness. He said he had one of those last year, and that was family. It's been a tough year, but in the ring with good health, surrounded by a new family, it means a lot. And he has a lot to be thankful for. Smackdown whooped some ass, but he didn't do it on his own. He thanked Ali, Shorty G, Braun Strowman. He said there's one dummy that he won't be thanking. That dummy should be thanking him. We should bring him out and make him apologise. Baron Corbin came out. Baron's like, he was fearless with his leadership that won for Smackdown. He eliminated two people before you selfishly got him eliminated. You had an ulterior motive, and your ego couldn't accept the fact that he would have won and been the sole survivor. Roman reminded Baron that he didn't. He gave Baron a Superman punch and a spear, and you were eliminated. You can try and get the job done tonight. And then Baron's like, no, if you want to fight, you know who else was victorious on Sunday? Robert Roode. You'll be taken out and it'll be glorious. So we start with our first match, Roman Reigns versus Robert Roode. First off, the opening promo, 6 out of 10. Overall entertaining enough. The match was Roode had the scepter. Roman hit an uppercut to Roode, Superman punch to Corbin, then a spear to Roode for the 3 count. The match was, it's going to get like a 1.5 out of 5. It was pretty meh. After the match, Dolph Ziggler attacked Roman. Roode gets the scepter. He puts Roman Reigns on a steel chair, put his head on there and said, say hello to his kids. Roman then avoids being hit by the scepter, hits Roode with a Superman punch. And then Roman continues to beat down Robert Roode, sends Dolph over the ringside barrier. He then gets the announce table and then picks it up and flips it straight onto Robert Roode. I mean vertically, not like turning it just over on its side. He picked the thing up vertically and then dropped it on Robert Roode. It was actually a good spot. The post beatdown can get like a 7.5 out of 10. Not a bad way to kick off SmackDown, to be fair. We then have Firefly Funhouse. Bray welcomes everyone and says he hopes everyone has enjoyed their Thanksgiving around their family and friends. He has a lot to be thankful for sharing is caring. If he has one, and the only fair that he has one too. Bray says he had a blast playing with Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series and he wants to do it again. He asks the Fireflies if they want to see him and Daniel play again. If Daniel wants to join the fun, he can make Daniel's wish come true. He can make all the change for the better. All Daniel has to do is let him in. Bray says goodbye to everyone. You already know it's amazing. It's Bray Wyatt. But it's getting 10 out of 10. I just want to leave you in suspense. Of course it's getting a freaking 10 out of 10. Then Sheamus makes his return in a vignette saying SmackDown used to be the land of opportunity. He has took some time to survey the brand. He said it's pathetic. All he can see is cowards and misfits. A king, a clown and a Shorty G. No one's hungry, no one with a backbone, no one like him. SmackDown has become soft and it's time for the Celtic Warrior to come back. SmackDown will be his. Very good promo, 8.5 out of 10. We then had Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak. Ali with a 450 splash for the 3 count. Not really much of a match. 1.75 out of 10. 5. We then go to Bayley and Sasha make their way to the ring. Sasha says it's time to get one thing clear. They didn't come out to do a rah-rah speech. They need to get things off their chest about Survivor Series. Sasha says she did not choose her team. They would have won if she chose them. Okay, Sasha. You had most of the available women on your brand. So if you got to choose any of the SmackDown women, half of them would have been the same. Bayley said what happened to the women on SmackDown was an embarrassment. SmackDown did not lose because NXT is better than them. She did not lose because Shane was better than her. SmackDown lost because the entire locker room let them down. Bayley, how did the locker room make you tap out to Shayna? That makes no sense, Bayley. You are just talking out of your ass right now. Sasha says a great and strong leader is affected by the weakest link, and the weakest link was the entire team. Nikki Cross got into a match by the slimmest of margins. Bayley said if Lacey wasn't so busy sipping sweet tea on her porch instead of being in the ring, they would have won. Lacey Evans interrupts, makes her way to the ring. Lacey said, "Don't test my patience." She spent all night prepping a Thanksgiving dinner for 36 people, including her in-laws, and had to deal with people who didn't have enough class to sit at a kiddie table. She wouldn't trust you nasties to lead a chicken dance in the garden party. If you're going to blame anyone but yourself for the performance on Sunday, it is time for a new locker room leader. A person with style and class. A woman who wouldn't tap out under pressure. Sasha gets in Lacey's face and shows us sassy Southern Belle some sass. Lacey with a woman's right to Sasha and she leaves the ring. It was good enough promo. 7 out of 10. Daniel Bryan is in the back. Kayla Braxton says, "Are you willing to accept Bray's challenge?" And then we have another Firefly Funhouse with Husky at the dinner table. He said he ate too much for Thanksgiving and he's going to explode. He'll feel better if Daniel plays with him again. Bray tells Husky the story of Thanksgiving is wrong. Bray says Husky can stuff his face all he wants because he can change. Daniel Bryan can change too. Here are the few steps to stay fat with a BH. Husky and Bray do the muscle man's dance. Bray wants to be let in as long as you're not a reptilian. Daniel just says nothing. You know what? You know it's going to get a 10 out of 10. It was quite fun. Then we go to Sonya Deville versus Nikki Cross. Before the match, Mandy says she doesn't like to make fun of the way people look, but look at her. She looks like the cold plate of Thanksgiving leftovers. Nikki Cross with an inside cradle for the 3 count. Match can get a 1 out of 5. It was meh. And then after the match, Mandy and Sonya attack Nikki, and then Alexa Bliss takes care of Sonya, and then she stops Mandy and Nikki and Alexa with a double DDT. So Alexa Bliss returned. Very, very nice. That post speed, I can get a 6 out of 10 just for the return of Alexa Bliss. Daniel is in the locker room with Miz. Miz says he's not Daniel's friend or mentor. Daniel might not want to listen to him. But what happened to Finn Balor and Seth Rollins after the match with The Fiend? He's tempting to go after the Universal title, but is it worth it? Miz asked Daniel if he knows how important Daniel is to SmackDown or the locker room. He can't afford to lose you. Your family can't afford to. Daniel looks at the Miz and Miz shuts up and leaves. It was quite funny. 7.5 out of 10. I like this whole Miz trying to help him but not help him kind of thing. Then we have a weird thing. Drake Maverick tells Dana Brooke Christmas is his favourite tradition, pulls out mistletoe. Dana is disgusted. And then reminds Drake he's married and he says it's complicated. Then Elias shows up and then he sings to Dana and Dana's impressed. Okay. Well, Elias returned, so that was nice. Just because Elias returned, it's going to get a 5 out of 10 average. We then have New Day make their open challenge. We get Nakamura and Cesaro versus the New Day. Cesaro turned around into a Trouble in Paradise for the 3 count, so the New Day will retain. 2.25 out of 5. We then go to Daniel in the ring. He says Bray Wyatt told him that he wanted another match. All he had to do was let him in. A lot of people gave him unsolicited advice, including the Miz, told him not to do it because the Fiend will change you. Daniel says he walked into his match against the Fiend the most scared in the middle of the match. Daniel said he felt changed. Daniel was not changed because of the Fiend, but because of you. That showed him that it has to be the whole time. Daniel says that the Yes movement is dead, but maybe you guys brought it back to life. So he has one question for you. Bray Wyatt challenged him to a title match. Does he accept? The crowd chanted yes. Daniel then joined in with the crowd and the yes, and then we see Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse for one last time. Bray says Miz was right. If you go through with this, you will change. Remove your mask and show your true form, which is only fair because you made me change. You helped build this place. Do you remember? He certainly does. Bray says he almost forgot the best part. He promised you a new face tonight. He said he is a man of his word. Lights go down, then go red. Fiend appears from under the ring. Brian punches and kicks Fiend. The Fiend applies a mandible claw and pulls him under the ring. And then Bray continues the attack on Daniel, and he shows clumps of hair from Daniel. Bit weird, but it was effective. Overall, not bad at all ending. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. And that was Smackdown. It was not the greatest of shows. It had an alright feel to it. I'm going to give it an average score of 5 out of 10 for a show. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I mean, it had some good moments like the Firefly Funhouse, Sheamus returning, Elias returning, Alexa Bliss returning. The Miz and Daniel stuff is quite intriguing. Bayley Sasha were not bad with Lacey. Overall, it wasn't a half bad show. Now, as always, I do hope you enjoyed this review. If you have, please smash that like button, share and subscribe, and I shall catch you all later. Bye.